Are you ready to find out my current favorite business ideas that I would do with AI if I had the time? In this video, I'm going to dive through a few of the businesses that I've seen that you can create with AI, and I'll do a little bit of a breakdown of how I would do it if I had the time and I wasn't already running an AI-powered executive assistant business anyway. The first one is an AI-powered content creation agency, and this honestly has been in my back pocket for the longest time, especially since I created my own systems on basically showing up on YouTube 3 times a week and then having it be turned all into repurposed content throughout everywhere else. I basically just have this whole AI-powered content creation system of basically this YouTube video starts with like me going through and creating the script, researching using AI, how I've been able to do that using the insights that I get as well from YouTube analytics and everything else, going ahead and actually having someone film a YouTube video or write a blog post, going ahead and repurposing that for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads, wherever people are posting, and then basically continuing that process. I use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and 11 Labs, where I'm able to, again, transform each part of the process. And I've created this really good framework on it, and it's definitely one of the first things that I would do if I wasn't already running 2XU, because it's one of the things that will kind of put in naturally of where I am, and also where AI is at is you can actually just do it very, very quickly and very, very easily. Next is an automated lead generator service. Now, this is not a service where basically AI just sends out an email to anyone. I would make it custom where every single person that I want to target, the AI basically scrapes and grabs their data from LinkedIn, so it's all public, and be able to custom write the email for them, very specific to who they are, what they do, and what they want to do, and how an assistant, basically an executive assistant, can help them, can work with them, and basically just have that kind of running in the background. And the end goal is for them to hop on a call with one of our client success managers. So that whole thing, I do have it already in mind. I have different tools that I played with before that I know can do the work that I want it to do. And luckily, I do have a sister company called AI Cold Outreach, or ICO, as very aptly named. You guys can check them out. Basically, that's exactly what they do, is they've been able to connect a lot of really good tools and customize how they are messaging and doing cold outreach to these people for their clients. And honestly, if I had the time, I'd probably, partner with them, but I already have them as one of our referral and affiliate partners at 2XU. Next is a marketing system. So different from the content marketing one. So the marketing system is one that I've been playing around for a while, and one that I've kind of wanted to try to see how I can make it work. Basically, it's a marketing system. So it's not a marketing agency or marketing business, but I'm going to sell a whole system for people on how to use AI when it comes to their marketing process. So everything from keeping their leads kind of warm, like sending them emails, the social media, all of that, but it's also capturing people who could be possible clients of theirs, who could be possible customers, or people who just want to basically give them money and work with our business, and be able to capture their data, find them, nurture them, get them to the point where and this is for a little bit, not really for digital businesses, but for in-person businesses like cafes, restaurants, especially for me, where my family runs a coffee shop in Samar in my hometown, and they basically need this. So like some way of like reaching to the right people, getting them through, making sure that they have the right directions, the right information to get to the place physically, asking them for either leaving a Google review or a Facebook review so we can use that, we can give them discounts. Basically that whole system, I just have it in my head and I really want to do it, and having AI gonna manage that whole process, where AI will be the one to bump them, ask them for reviews, use those same reviews as a case study, use that same case study into social media posts, use that social media post to then generate more people coming in and starting that whole cycle over and over again. So instead of just focusing on one side of their business with just the content, this is a whole marketing system to keep people coming back into their business. Again, this is more for a brick and mortar business, and keeping them kind of top of mind for these people. So at any time, like, oh, I'm bored, I want to do this, or hey, I want to go out to a restaurant. This is now my new favorite restaurant because this restaurant takes care of me. Things like that, where there's just this cycle of taking care of people, making sure that they can come back, or they want to come back to that same place. And also at the same time, kind of having this checklist of like, hey, if you don't have these assets within your business, you're probably not able to keep scaling or growing it the way that you have, and going ahead and implementing all of those assets into that business. business. That's something that will get me to nerd out on marketing systems. And it's also very related to the next business idea that I really want to do, which is basically an AI operation system. Now, within kind of 2XU, we have something called your business operating systems, where we have a list of assets, templates, things that a client of ours should have in their business if they want to scale. We call it BOS. And the idea for the agency or the business with AI is BOSAI. So BOS AI. So your business operating systems with AI. So it's creating the assets, the templates, the systems to document basically everything inside of their business. So it's easy for them to start hiring other people, start getting more clients. That whole process just makes it a little bit easier and a little bit more stable. That's something I'm also really excited to be able to do. So it's kind of like imagine the marketing system business and the operating system business. It's kind of underneath it, because it's kind of covering everything else inside of the business to make that scale that growth a little bit easier and a little bit smoother as well. That's something I really want to create, and have a few ideas on how to do it, even with just as simple as a custom chat GPT and running someone else's business through it and having chat GPT say, oh, you need this, you don't need this, you probably want to focus on this, or this is an asset you need to generate, just based off of that list of assets that we've created inside of 2XU. That would be super, super cool. Next is a virtual event management tool. I have someone who joins and has been basically hosting a lot of like webinars and seminars online. This is something that I've kind of had the idea in the back of my mind, where essentially you can have a tool or a service basically that you just say like, hey, I'm doing an event at this time, these are the speakers, this is what we want to do, and they basically just run with it with AI. That's kind of the idea. It's like you go ahead and create the landing page, you create the Zoom if you're doing it on Zoom or StreamYard or anything else, and going ahead and just giving all of those links that they need to the speaker and all of the links that the host would need, and then everything else is taken care of, including like the lead capture, getting people through and making sure that they show up at the webinar, giving them something nice if they are able to bring other people through or referring other people through. So it's that whole system of kind of having a management team around me doing webinars and seminars, rather than just me and my amazing assistant doing it, and having that additional support in the back end as well. Next one, and honestly this is a little bit just for me, is a wellness and nutrition expert, because for me, as someone who has kind of struggled yo-yoing between my weight, I would love to have someone or have an AI tool that is specialized and custom to my medical records, my background, what it is that I want to do, where I want to be with my body, and be able to give me the ways that I could lose the weight and also maintain it, and maintain basically keeping the weight off. And that's something that I know for a lot of people they really want to do. And there's a ton of other AI businesses that are already doing this, where you submit basically your data, they ask you to like, hey, we need these and these tests, go ahead and ask from this doctor, because that still is a doctor. It's not something that AI can do, is write you a prescription or ask for laboratory stuff to be done to you. That still has to be a human being, and be able to have kind of AI read through just that amount of data and give you the custom thing that you need for your body. That would be the dream. Next is an AI assistant automator. And in the last couple of months, we've kind of heard AI assistants, AI agents, AI systems, basically. And I want it where there's kind of a good middle ground for people who have no idea how to use AI, but really want to learn how to do it. It's basically an AI assistant generator, for the lack of a better term, where it basically asks you a bunch of questions of what you want to create. We create it on our back end, basically that AI assistant, and then have you just test it and play around with it and give us feedback on it. Something like that, where it's going to be easy for someone to enter into the realm of using AI for their business. That would be also something that would be fantastic to have. And finally, a personal brand agency. Now you'll notice a lot of the ideas that I've had is either marketing or content. That's because that's the thing that I love to do. And honestly, you can attach AI into a lot of things. So for the AI personal brand agency, a lot of it is similar to the content one, except it's just focused on kind of a person, just following them through their life, through their story, through what they want to do, and kind of having this lifetime value with this person, where things in their life are documented, written down, so it's easy for them to teach, easy for them to pitch, easier for them to start other businesses without having to feel like they have to switch their brand. They're basically just like, hey, this is my brand, this is who I am, this is what I do, and whatever businesses or career paths or anything else that I do, this is still kind of me. So I want to create something like that, and I haven't seen people really do that yet, but having kind of AI as this backup memory of like everything that you've done so far, teaching it like your content, how you do things, who your target market is, kind of having AI do that, and again be that kind of second brain for that person, and then building their brand with it too. So it's kind of one that I've been playing around with on how to be able to do that, whether to kind of create our own AI tool or just use Gemini or ChatGPT as kind of that memory tool. So then you know not to repeat videos. That's a problem I've always had, is like I sometimes will repeat videos that I've already done like 6 months before, and I have to like make sure and double check that I'm not just repeating myself. That would be a business idea that I really want to explore, mostly again also for myself. Now, when it comes to attaching AI to businesses, you have to be really smart and intentional about it, and not just saying like, oh, I'm an AI enabled blah blah blah. You have to make sure where it is something that works, it's something that you can prove basically to other people that can work, and also getting to the point where you have people talking about what you do and then referring people to you as well. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there. Comment below any business ideas that you want to do with AI. I would love to know, and maybe even collaborate with you. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those 2 playlists right here and the latest video right here. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!